Hi, today's Friday, November 21st, 2025. This is my second reading for the day. I'll try to read an English article for more than 30 minutes on each day to practice English. I will focus on the exact pronunciation and I'll show you how to read in an English material. Here we go. By the way, I'm pure Korean. This article is from Reuters. It appeared on Yahoo Finance. The title is China imports no U.S. soybeans for second month. Brazil arrivals up 29%. Right? China promised to import huge amounts of the U.S. soybeans when Xi Jinping met Donald Trump in Korea. Right? I'm Korean, so we welcome them. Beijing Reuters, China imported no soybeans from the U.S. for a second straight month in October, even as total imports surged to a record high on purchases from South America, with buyers aiming to avert supply disruptions amid trade tensions with Washington. Data from China's General Administration of Customs on Thursday showed U.S. soybean imports in October fell to zero from 541,434 metric tons a year earlier. How much? It just failed. The decline followed China's imposition of high tariffs on U.S. soybeans earlier in the year and the depletion of previously harvested U.S. supplies, or cold crop beans. China is the world's biggest soybean importer. In contrast, arrivals from Brazil last month jumped 28.8% year-on-year to 7.12 million tons, representing 75.1% of China's total imports of the oil seed. Customs data showed while shipments from Argentina rose 15.4% to 1.55 million tons, making up 1/6 of the total. Wait a minute. In contrast, arrivals from Brazil last month jumped 28.8% year-on-year to 7.12 million tons, representing 75.1% of China's total imports of the oil seed. Customs data showed while shipments from Argentina rose 15.4% to 1.57 million tons, making up 1/6 of the total. Wow, so they import a lot of beans, right? We buy beans from China, and China imports beans from Brazil and Argentina. That's, I don't know, strange. China's overall soybean imports hit 9.48 million metric tons in October, a record for the month. From January to October, China imported 70.81 million tons from Brazil, up 4.5% year-on-year, and 4.46 million tons from Argentina, up 23.9% year-on-year. Despite the recent drop in arrivals, earlier purchases in 2025 lifted year-to-date imports of American beans to 16.82 million tons, an increase of 11.5%, data showed. Year-to-date, right? Year-to-date imports. After largely shunning U.S. soybeans for months during the tense trade standoff between Washington and Beijing, China has stepped up purchases following late October talks between the two countries' leaders in South Korea. State-run grain buyer COFCO has led the buying, booking more than 1 million tons, right? It's got to be at 1 million ton, right? 1 million tons of U.S. soybeans since late October, right? Million tons. According to U.S. Department of Agriculture data, markets are now watching for additional large Chinese purchases to meet the 12 million ton year-end target announced by the White House. China has not yet confirmed the figure. Reporting by Ella Cao and Louis Jackson, edited by Sonali Paul. Well, there's no obligation, right? It's just a declaration that China will buy 12 million ton by the year end, right? Year end target. Markets are now watching for additional large Chinese purchases. Well, someone is coming, so I have to go. Okay, bye-bye.